Alrighty, MultiVersus just released some new footage. We're in the middle of a stream right now, but I wanted to check this out since it's up here. And we have the opportunity to. It's 18 minutes of raw gameplay footage from 80 minutes of raw gameplay footage featuring the devs and some pro Smash players. So this will be interesting. Let's take a look. It's the first time we're seeing actual in-game footage too, so this will be interesting.
Hi, I'm Daniel Kraft, principal developer here at Player First Games. With me now is our game director, Tony Huynh.
Hi, I'm Tony, the game director here at Player First Games and on MultiVersus. I just want to fill everyone in on what's been happening since we first revealed the game in November. The team has been heads down working on the game, and we've had 2 technical alpha tests that have happened. I just want to thank everyone that has played in those tests and gave feedback. We learned a lot. Joining us are Nakat and Void, who held the #1 spot in our 2v2 leaderboard on the technical alpha test.
What's going on, everybody? It's Nakat, and I am super excited and happy to be here to talk about MultiVersus. I've been playing fighting games professionally since 2009, so I kind of got a long history in the scene, and I'm finally able to just let it all out and tell you guys why this game is so amazing.
And I'm Void. I've been playing professional platform fighters for about a decade, and honestly, I'm just really happy to be here to talk about MultiVersus both with Tony, Daniel, and one of my static teammates for a very long time, Nakat.
So what are we actually doing here, guys?
Oh, we're here to body you.
Let's get to the stage. Let's see what you actually have.
All right.
Yeah, this is the first in-game footage of this game with the UI and everything. The last time we saw like a preview, it was without the UI.
Just keep those powers contained.
Alright, 2v2.
We in there.
Alright, interesting.
It stopped us. Our strategy.
Swinging.
So apparently there is, you can customize the UI quite a bit to like decide where you want to put the damage numbers. So right now they're on the character, but you can actually put them on the character icons too. Apparently that's the thing. Yeah, speed of the game looks about like Smash Ultimate is. So yeah, the footage in the original preview was definitely slowed down. Jerry's just back there for some reason.
See my target.
Things are moving very quickly. There's a lot going on right now. Well, doubles is doubles, so I guess it takes a while to get used to it. But alright, I saw some armored stuff and armor break stuff. That's perfect. Tom's KO screen, that's actually perfect. Shaggy has okay, so Shaggy like charges up and drops like a Scooby snack. Apparently, that's cool. Oh, the game actually tells you too if you dodge an attack with the dodge. Interesting. Oh, Tom can actually. Oh, Jerry just died. Does he like regen after a bit? I'm following Tom and Jerry right now. They've got some weird things going on there. Jerry hasn't respawned. Okay, Jerry's there now, I guess.
So the smoke, you're actually invisible while you're in the smoke unless you're attacking for the enemies.
Unless you're
Oh, that's a cool KO effect. Okay, they're doing cosmetic KO effects like Brawlhalla. That's a good call.
The bats basically do damage, so they kind of force you off the sides of the edges.
Nope.
And I'm also trying to get off stage to bait
Oh my gosh.
them to come to
He
me,
almost reversed me.
but sometimes I just bait myself.
Yeah, he's trying. He's trying. I got like.
We got it.
We got this.
Just get.
I just.
I'm seeing some air dashes or something similar to that. There's some interesting air mobility going on here. I'm not seeing it. All right, Tom just set up Jerry somewhere.
He caught me off the side.
Yeah, so Jerry is like a resource. He's like Luma or something. I see. Potentially. So we've got different character archetypes here already. A little more complex than, yeah, already a little more complex than what you have in like All Stars. Nothing wrong with Nick All-Stars, of course, but like
Void
Nick
went
All-Stars
super
does a
high
lot
there,
of
so we
complex
knew that we
system
could
mechanics
kill
in
him.
place
So,
of character-based mechanics. Character-based
he's low,
mechanics are
and
pretty
Tony was
simplified in
chasing
that
him
one.
down.
Yeah, I went
I did
high
a quick
and then
fast
you went
fall
down.
over,
Yeah.
So we didn't have any
So,
option to come back.
Yeah,
because
we tried to
were
cover.
too
We
did
tried to
stop.
cover both the options.
Yeah, I tried to lasso him back in and just. No, he was already dead.
I did my best to run as a cat would.
All good.
I mean, we got the W, so might as well run it back, right?
We're gonna adapt. Don't worry. We're gonna adapt right now.
We'll keep it the same.
I think this should be a fine.
Okay, we've got another stage. Cool. Yeah, I also didn't pay attention, but like, I guess team is the number of KOs in doubles, so it's not. Yeah, it's not fixed number of stocks. Fair enough, I guess. That means you won't end up like. That does mean you don't end up in a 1v2 situation.
You.
It's first to X number of KOs to victory.
Slice and dice.
I will say the music so far isn't really anything special, unfortunately. It has like the Mortal Kombat. It has a Mortal Kombat-ish kind of soundtrack. But then again, I'm not really paying attention. There's not much there though. Oh wow, yeah, these KO effects are really cool though. They're having fun with it. Like, they saw what Brawlhalla did and they've already done a bunch of stuff for it. It's
No
cool.
one can resist the lasso of truth.
Oh, a circle meter just popped up there. I'm not sure what's going on there. It looks like it's unique to Shaggy, I think. There's that green trail too. What's going on there? A lot of things are happening. I'm trying to pay attention to a couple of small details here and there every time. Every now and then. The stage is interesting though, right? Moving platforms the platforms have moved back up. Oh, Tom just bounced off Wonder Woman there for a second. There's some interesting things going on there. Superman's at a 212 damage. Probably close to death there.
Point. Red team. Amazons never hold back.
Oh, Tom's dead.
Blue team.
Yeah, a lot is happening. Yeah, okay, I'm seeing. So some moves are armored. You can immediately tell they're armored because there's an icon that pops up right on top of them immediately. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, okay, and I'm seeing that thing that grants both players on that same team armor. That looks like it's a team skill, right? Yeah. And Tom's definitely bouncing off the shield, so that's like you can give your partner a recovery boost, I guess, on certain characters. Yeah, this is an FF7. We finished a couple minutes ago. We're just watching this.
So it makes a character that is hard to kill really hard to kill. Whereas Superman actually.
It is a little hard to follow at first glance, I guess, because of like
Yo, we had that much of a lead. I'm dead.
doubles are, you know, 4 players at a time, so a little hard to follow. But I'm starting to notice things slowly, I guess. Yeah.
Balance of the game. It actually makes it a much easier to balance the game when you know Shaggy's in a healthy state, since he is the baseline. As you can see, he doesn't have a shirt anymore, and he's pretty ripped.
That's an alternate costume? Alright. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing like there's like some fast fall tech here. There's some that looks like a fast fall. Yeah, there's some air dash, I think. I'm trying to pay attention here. The air drift is yeah, there's like air drifts here and there. You know what I haven't seen yet though? I haven't seen shields exactly. Maybe they aren't shields. Maybe they're only armored moves. Like maybe that's like the intentional choice here or something. Also, these KO effects are amazing. I want to say that.
Never give up.
They're rivaling that of Brawlhalla's, honestly. If they monetize based on that, I might actually get some of them. If you've seen some of Brawlhalla's KO effects, they're actually really cool. There's a Street Fighter one. This is a pretty whack cast, yeah. Yeah, and it looks like it. You can kill Jerry and like Tom won't have access to him for a while until he respawns, yeah. It looks like he gets extra range here. Like, for example, he doesn't have Jerry right now. So... Okay, yeah, Jerry just respawned there. So Jerry's only vulnerable if he's set down on the field, I guess. By the looks of it. Yeah, when you set Jerry down, you can, like, boomerang. You can, like, throw projectiles at him and he bounces them back, so... Interesting setup character. I'm seeing Superman's, like... He's just a brawler, but he's slow, but he's got like armored moves. A bunch of them. Yeah. Again, we don't really know too much about system mechanics right now, so this is all like... This is all just... like... We're guessing, basically. But yeah, it looks like defensive-wise, it's armored moves. And nothing else. You've got no block, no shields or anything. I've seen 2 Steven Universe KO effects already. Tom has like a wall jump or something, or wall crawl.
I see my target.
Yeah, the music's really nothing to write home about though, unfortunately. Hopefully there's more exciting stuff.
He tried to take me out.
Oh, Tom just had that circle above his head too. There's some kind of resource going on here that I don't know what's going on. There's wall jumps, yeah, okay. Maybe a universal mechanic may be unique to certain characters, but there is a wall jump. There doesn't seem to be a lich, so... This is Rivals, almost. Okay, so Rivals kind of...
Come on down.
Yeah. It might be slightly like Rivals, actually, now that I look at it.
All right, well, we just got done with some games. Me and Tony were able to hold our own for some of them. How do you guys feel after playing MultiVersus? What are your thoughts on the game right now?
Well, first of all, I think you guys are probably the best players we've ever played.
Absolutely.
And I feel like that made the experience like super duper awesome. I love playing this game at the level, like a higher level. The game starts to become really fast, really combo based. You can see a lot of the teamwork, a lot of the ideas just going into the gameplay. I'm like, great experience. I want to already hop back on. Void
especially, I've actually never seen some of the combos that you were doing on Tom and Jerry. You're comboing me from mid-map. I'm gonna look at this more closely, but
that's a very on-character trait.
Yeah, I mean, it was
on-character trait.
It was kind of nuts. So I was like, it was very eye-opening playing you guys.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna like do the thing where I pause and scan through and try and theory craft what's going on. I'll just wait for them to explain.
To the top of the leaderboard.
Tom and Jerry,
I'll wait for them to explain the system mechanics eventually.
MultiVersus, I'm like, dude, I can't.
The pace of the game looks pretty fun though. Yeah.
Seeing Wonder Woman was more so like, I like her moveset. You can snipe someone off stage with a lasso, or you can reel them back towards you. You can reel your partner in. I was like, this is all great utility. She still had so many other well-defined aspects to her that I thought she was a really strong character.
Tom and Jerry's kind of more of a zoner. He's trying to hit Jerry, but in the process, he's hitting everybody else. And it just helps a lot in a 2v2 environment.
That's actually a really cool thing to point out, yeah.
Both Tom and Jerry can control.
The way they're treating Tom and Jerry.
Design, that was one of our goals, was we wanted them to be collateral damage. They're not trying to fight other people, they're fighting each other.
Yeah, that's a really cool way to do like the animation.
Was there any like special moments between Wonder Woman, Tom and Jerry while you guys were playing that just stood out to you?
More so Wonder Woman, she's like a very team-oriented character, and she works really well with her teammates, like traveling to them, putting armor on her teammates. And Tom and Jerry, they're also very team-oriented.
It sounds like
it's just very interactive, and it's just funny to think like Tom.
Yeah, there's actually an interesting way. Like if they're focusing on doubles as a main thing, and like
so what aspects of the
being able to buff your teammate and stuff, that sounds like an interesting angle. Yeah.
I love that hitting my armor actually teleports me to my partner to shield them as well. I think
So
that's
also
a good
that was
idea.
Wonder
It was
Woman's thing.
well-balanced, too,
That's what
with
it
the
was.
cooldown that was added to it. Love double edge guarding people together. Like going off stage, you have the massive hitbox of Tom's front.
You know what? That's
hand,
actually brilliant because
and then,
that
of
means
course,
if you have characters that
my,
are a
like, my
little
sword, and
more
I'm just,
focused
like,
on
sit
supporting
down,
both
you know,
players,
going mad ham
it means
on
that if you're
stage.
not
I
super
also
good at
like
like the
that
platform
basically,
fighter part of it,
I
you can
say
play that
then
character.
if I
You
need
can
to
you can
last
make
some
characters that are
time
more
on stage,
accessible that
or
work
I
together
can
with
snipe
characters that
someone
are more
as he comes off
specialized.
stage, you know, from a distance.
Is there
That's
anything
actually
that you guys
interesting.
would tell us
Yeah, think
to like,
about
help
it.
us keep improving the game as we move forward, developing it?
Keep being creative. I think that's what I would have to say, because there's so many things in the game that I didn't know that I'd love already, and I feel like I wouldn't want that to stop. Like all the ring outs, even like the lobby music is like stuck in my head, and just so on and so forth. You know, there's so many worlds that can come together in multiverses, and I just want even more of that.
I agree with Void. Keep up the creativity, because alongside the amazing gameplay, that's what's carrying the game. I didn't know how many characters or possibilities were able to actually be included in a new platform fighter. And so the big thing for me was I really wanted to see if this could carve its own path and be something totally unique. And when I finally got to play the game, it surpassed my expectations tenfold.
Yeah, the focus
And I
on
feel like your
teams-
team has done an amazing job really bringing these characters to life. These are iconic, legendary characters. And so
Yeah, the focus
it
on
just makes me
2v2 I
excited to
think
see what's
will
coming
be
in the
this
future
game's
with
biggest
game,
selling
because
point.
you already, I'm sold.
Like,
I love it.
You know, like every platform fighter, I think
big thing
every
for us
platform
is
fighter
to
that's
make sure
coming out
characters
in
play the way
these
we
current
think
times needs to
characters
have
play.
a
Just
unique
like
selling
Tom and Jerry,
point.
when
It's very
Tom was
important
designed and showed
because
Tom and Jerry,
clearly
they don't care about the
the-
opponents, they're just fighting each other.
the
That's, like,
feeling
so
of like
classic
what the platform fighter
and
like
so true.
genre players feel like
authentic
it's like
to
if
what
it's
games
just
actually are.
Smash,
It's really
why would I
important for us
play
to be
this over
authentic
Smash? You know, you
to
need to give them a
game,
reason.
characters, and the worlds
And
that we're in.
while yeah,
So
roster is
that's why
one
we
thing.
went after the most authentic
Unique game
characters,
mechanics is the
the
other,
voice
and
actors playing the
with this one, the
characters,
focus on
the music.
2v2, I
So a
think
lot
this
of the
could be
music
this game's
is,
unique factor. Yeah.
Is the original scores remixed specifically for this game.
I think the most
Oh,
special
they're actually
thing that
remixing
any
original
creator
music? Huh.
in anything can do is
Okay,
give something they didn't know they wanted.
Some stages might have
I think
actually...
MultiVersus is
yeah.
basically the
You know, I'll
epitome of
reserve
that.
judgment on the
I didn't
music,
know
yeah.
I wanted all these
Right now
different
it is kind of
platforms
like
to come together. I didn't know I
orchestral,
wanted all these
generic.
different remixes to music.
But
I didn't know I
hopefully
wanted
some of the
ring
other
out
stuff sounds a little more high
animations. I didn't
energy.
know I wanted like 2D or 3D stickers or any of that stuff. And so to finally have that in a platform fighter that also still retains the same playability as other enjoyable games, it's just like the perfect culmination of what makes a game special and what brings out pretty much the art and beauty in a project.
We're going to make consistent updates with the game. And it's going to give us an opportunity to actually talk to the community and get what the community wants out of the game, and for our dev team to actually support that and make updates that are catered to players and what they want.
Of course, we want to have a bunch of new characters come in, new skins, new ways to, you know, customize. We're going to add lots of stages. And again, we don't want any barrier to entry, so we're going to have cross-platform, cross-progressions. You know, we just want it to be as smooth and easy as possible to play wherever you want to play and however you want to play.
It's
Yeah,
a
we're
good...
looking to support as
that's a
many
good plan.
different types of players as possible. Like, we want to have a game that anybody can just pick up and play, but also has this really deep mastery curve. The other things are, we're trying to make the best in class online of any game.
Yeah.
basically
Like I said,
ever.
teams
And so we're
means
investing
you have a
lot,
different
on
angle to
resources
attack
and making,
accessibility,
online a great experience.
which
So
is
after
what's
everything
really
we've
good
been
about
talking
it.
about, I'm kind of getting the itch to play again. So I have to ask, when's the next time MultiVersus is going to be available?
The closed alpha is May 19th, and it's going to be open to more territories as well as on every single platform that we support. So PC, PlayStation,
There might be a
Xbox,
reason why
and players can sign
my
up on
application hasn't been
multiversus.com for a chance to
approved.
participate.
Thank you guys for
It
tuning in.
may just
Thank you,
be
Tony,
like I'm
Boyd,
not
and
the
Matt
right
for joining me
region for
today.
them to
We
do
had a
their
lot of
test.
fun. MultiVersus is a free-to-play platform fighter that will
Maybe
be
we'll
coming
get a
out later
chance
this year
eventually.
on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Thank you. See you soon.
And the next closed alpha is going to be on all the platforms, not just PC. Alright. So they're expanding the technical test a bit more. That's that's something I would know about as someone who works in game dev myself. Alright, that was a really cool first look. Reserving judgment for some of this stuff. I'm hoping we get to hear some more energetic music. If those musics were remixes of some of the original orchestral scores and stuff, I think that's cool, but in the heat of the battle, it's not very high energy and stuff. It falls into the Mortal Kombat and Injustice music kind of feeling for me, you know, which means it's serviceable. It's just not very stand out, you know. And like music is very important in a fighting game. So hopefully there are some stages of interesting tracks, you know. And the UI is serviceable, yeah. Nothing too special, I guess. Although apparently it is customizable. So yeah, gameplay-wise, looking at the piece of game, it looks fun. But man, I really want to know like mechanics-wise how it is, you know. And I guess we only get to know if they tell us more eventually, or if I actually get to enter the technical test. So, you know, if they open it up to the Asia region, maybe I'll get a chance to play it. Maybe not. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see if I get an invite. If I get an invite, I'll probably be under NDA regardless. But yeah. But yeah, that was a cool first look. Looking forward to seeing more about the game, and yeah, looking forward to playing it when it actually comes out.